All test, dope beat.
Hello guys, my name is Craig and welcome to Peri Solutions. In today's video, we're going to talk about the factor theorem. But before we start, please make sure that if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new videos. So the factor theorem, we can deduce it directly from the main theorem, such that for any polynomial f of x, if f of a is equal to 0, then the remainder when f of x is divided by x minus a is 0. So from the remainder theorem, we know that f of a being equal to 0, it simply implies that the remainder is 0, and thus we can say x minus a is a factor of f of x, right? And then for any polynomial, right, f of x, if f of b over a is equal to 0, then ax minus b is a factor of f of x. So as well, we can simply deduce the factor from what's inside the brackets of f of x to get ax minus b, right? So now I'd like to attempt those questions. The first one, it says, first factorize the following as a product of three linear factors. In each case, one of the factors has been given. So for part A, we've got 2x to the power of 3 minus 5x squared minus 4x plus 3. And the factor that are given, one of the factors is x minus 3. So here we can what? We can divide, right? We can carry out log division. 2x to the power of 3 minus 5x squared minus 4x plus 3. So we can carry out log division to find the other quadratic factor, right? So x into 2x cubed, we get 2x squared, and then 2x squared multiplies this to get 2x cubed minus 6x squared, and if we subtract, you get a 0 here, then you get an x squared. Then we drop the minus 4x, x into x squared, that's a plus x, and x multiplies this divisor x minus 3 to get x squared minus 3x, and if we subtract, we get minus x, then you've got a plus 3 there, such that x into minus x, that's minus 1, and minus 1 multiplying the divisor, we get minus x plus 3, and subtracting, we get 0 there, and then 0 there. So this is the other quadratic factor, which we shall factorize again. So minus 2x squared, let's say, plus 2x minus x minus 1, and factoring out 2x, we're saying x plus 1, and factoring out minus 1 here, we're saying x plus 1. So you get x plus 1, then 2x minus 1. Right, from this quadratic factor, but as a product of three linear factors, we are saying this x plus 1 times 2x minus 1 then times the factor that are given x minus 3. So this is how we would have factorized. This is how we factorize number 1 part A. And then now moving on to part B. For part B, we now have x to the power of 3 plus x squared minus 4x minus 4, and one of the factors is x plus 2. So carrying out long division, x plus 2 into x to the power of 3 plus x squared minus 4x plus 4, sorry, minus 4, like this. We are saying x into x cubed, this is x squared, and x squared multiplying the divisor x plus 2, we get x to the power of 3 plus 2x squared. And if we carry out the subtraction here, this will give us a 0, and we get minus x squared. And now if you drop minus 4x, we're saying x into minus x squared to get a minus x, and minus x multiplying the divisor x plus 2, we get minus x squared minus 2x. And there we get a 0. Here we get a minus 2x. Then we drop the minus 4. Now we shall say x into minus 2x. you get a minus 2. Then minus 2 multiplying x plus 2, you get minus 2x minus 4. And here the remainder is simply 0. Right, and now if you're to factorize this quadratic vector, we will get x minus 2, then x plus 1. Right, in writing this as a product of 3 linear factors, we're saying we've got x plus 2 times x minus 2, then times x plus 1. So this is how we factorize number 1 part B. Right, now we shall move on to number 2. Okay, so for number 2, we're required to show that x minus 3 is a factor of x to the power 5 minus 3x to the power 4 plus x to the power 3 minus 4x minus 15. So if x minus 3 is a factor, then f of a should be equal to 0. And in this case, our a is 3. So f of 3 should be equal to 0. 3 from where? We're saying x minus 3. If x minus 3 is equal to 0, then x will be equal to 3, such that our a is 3. So f of 3 should be equal to 0. So we shall now say 3 to the power 5 minus 3 times 3 to the power 4, right? And then plus 3 to the power 3 minus 4 times 3 minus 15. Right, and we know 3 to the power 5 minus 3 times 3 to the power 4. This thing is 3 to the power 5 minus 3 to the power 5. This gives us 0. So we're saying 0. And then plus 3 to the power 3, that's 27. 27 minus 12 minus 15 is the same as 27 minus 27 to give us a 0. So now it proves that f of 3 is equal to 0, which implies that x minus 3 is a factor. Now moving on to number 3. Number 3 says that x minus 2 is a factor of x to the power 3 minus 3x squared plus ax minus 10. Question now says evaluate the coefficient of a. So if x minus 2 is a factor, then f of 2 should be equal to 0. Right? So we're saying 2 to the power 3 minus 3 times 2 to the power 2, then plus a times 2 minus 10 should give us a 0. Such that 8 minus 4 times 2, that's 12, 4 times 3, that's 12, plus 2a minus 10 should give us a 0. And this would be what? This would be minus 4. So minus 4 minus 10, that's minus 14. 2a minus 14 is equal to 0. Then 2a is equal to 14, a is equal to 7. So a is a value of 7, with the coefficient a is 7. Right, and then now moving on to number 4. Number 4, first part says, show that 2x minus 5 is a factor of 4x to the power 3 minus 20x squared plus 19x plus 15. So if 2x minus 5 is a factor and we let it be equal to 0, this implies that x will be 5 over 2. So therefore, f of 5 over 2 should be equal to 0 if 2x minus 5 is a factor. So now we shall say 4 times 5 over 2 to the power of 3 minus 20 times 5 over 2 squared plus 19 times 5 over 2, then plus 15. Right. So now let's simplify this. We're saying 4 times 5 over 2 raised to the power of 3. That will give us 62.5. 62.5 minus 20 times 5 over 2 squared. This will give us 125. And then plus 19 times that will give us 47.5. And we're saying plus 15 here. So 62.5 minus 125 plus 47.5, then plus 50. That will give us a 0. And this implies that 2x minus 5 is a factor. Right? And then now moving on to part B. Part B says, hence factorize 4x to the power of 3 minus 20x squared plus 19x plus 15 as a product of three linear vectors. Right, so now to complete that one, we know that 2x minus 5 is already a vector that we're given. So now we shall simply say, using the log division method, we shall find the other quadratic vector. So 2x minus 5, we shall divide it into 4x to the power of 3 minus 20x squared plus 19x plus 15. And 2x into 4x to the power of 3, that's x squared multiplying the divisor, we get sorry, this is 2 actual fact, this is 2x squared. So 2x squared multiplying the divisor 2x minus 5, we shall get 4x to the power of 3 minus 10x squared, and if we subtract, we shall get minus 10x squared, then we drop the 19x. And 2x into minus 10x squared, we get a minus 5x. And minus 5x multiplying the divisor 2x minus 5, we get minus 10x squared plus 25x. And if we subtract, we get a 0 and a minus 6x here. And we drop the plus 15. Such that 2x into minus 6x, we get a plus 3. Right, then 3 multiplying the divisor here, we get 6x. This is supposed to be minus 3, sorry. So 2x into minus 6x, that will give us minus 3. Such that we get minus 6 plus 15. And if we subtract, the remainder is 0 there. So the other quadratic vector is 2x squared minus 15x minus 3. And now if we are to solve for this, factorizing, we're saying 2x squared minus 6x plus x, then minus 3. And if we split like that and factorize these two terms, here we factor out 2x, we get x minus 3. There we factor out 1, we get x minus 3. So factoring out x minus 3, we get 2x plus 1. But the answer is required is a product of three linear vectors. So therefore, our answer would be 2x minus 5 times x minus 3, then times 2x plus 1. Like this. And this is what we get, right, for part B. Okay, so this was looking at the vector theorem and how we would apply it. And please, if you're new to my channel, feel free to leave a comment, drop a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
All test,